Hi guys, Old Man Chris back again. I've been pithering around in here on and off, a little bit at a time. Not long ago I was thinking, oh, it's too damn hot. Well, I guess what, it's 50 degrees in here and decidedly chilly. So we go from one extreme to the other. Anyway, I decided to concentrate on this Champion compressor before I get going with any machining, which I hope to do sometime. Sort of did stages of checking on it, and the first thing, and I don't know quite how it'll work out until I put the video together, I tried to use the endoscope, and the focal length is fairly critical. I think it's about a, I don't know, 3/4 inch or an inch, and getting it inside was easy, but then there was a certain amount of gunge in the bottom which I could see, but I couldn't really get focused very well, so I'll show you a little bit of that. Basically established that there is some muck inside, and I haven't got the energy to take the whole thing apart and flush the tank in a sort of major sense. So I've tapped all along the bottom, trying to listen for any great change of sound, and it seems pretty okay at the moment. And it's been sitting with 120 psi in it for quite a while. Seems quite happy. The pressure switch I'm trying to set a bit better. It's almost all right. So I'll describe in the various clips what I was doing and why. Bottom line is, it works. It'll have to stay where it is, which is not the best place really, but it's the only place it can sit. So I've taken a long feed from that to a second tank. Again, explanations to follow. And I think I mentioned more than once about being jury rigged and, you know, bit temporary. But if you know the mess this old man lives with in his shop, temporary will often become long term and sometimes a bit permanent. And I've still got to spend probably days and days trying to get sorted out. It just gets worse. Anyway, there we are, enough rambling again. I don't think there'll be anything on the end of this video to wrap it up, so I'll just say now, again, many thanks to my subscribers, as always, and hope to see you before too long, but no idea how long that'll be. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye. I'm trying the endoscope in the old compressor here, and it's very difficult to get focused. There is brown sludge in the bottom, I know that much. Whether I can get this to focus, I can't go in too far because I've got to tip it up. I did get it focused just now. Trying to get focused is very difficult. Apart from trying to keep still. Well, you can see there's that rather yucky stuff in the bottom. Not that good, really, but what I have done is using a very small hammer, I've tapped all the way along the bottom, and it does not sound too bad. You see, it's pretty nasty in there. Anyway, what I'm going to do is there's the label. Upside down. I mean, the endoscope's quite good, but because of the angle I'm going in instead of vertical, it's a bit difficult. So That's the floor, by the way. I did try the little 45-degree mirror, but that didn't help very much. I've got some stuff which people in England will know of, Fernox, which is used in heating systems and is very good for rust control. I'll move the camera again in a minute. First thing to check here is see if the motor's going to be any good. I've got a double pole switch set up here. I've got to make a cover for it. As usual, using what I've got. Excuse me. And I had some spare boxes and picked up the switch. So we're going to the pressure switch. That seems to be alright, seems to run fairly sweet, so that's the direction of rotation. So if we set that up, get the belt back on, and I'm going to leave the tank open and just see if the compressor will run. Let's check the oil as well. Right, the tank's open. I think we're going to get some shake, rattle and roll here. Yeah, something's not very good for balance, but I guess that's the way it was. So anyway, we're functional up to this point. Now I've got to set up the output valve and such like. Well, there's a bit less shake when it's actually working to compress. So I've got the tank shut off. I've got some fittings at the other end. I'll probably better hand hold actually in a minute and I'll show you. Right, I won't bore you with much more of that. It's running. Cylinders are getting pretty warm, but that's predictable. I'll just show you around the other side. So we've got some fittings in here just for now. That's showing 40, 45 I suppose. And the gauge on the pressure switch, it's crept up just over 40, maybe it is alright, maybe adequate. So I must put the covers back on and cover my switch. Well, bit of handheld to sort of wrap this up. I've been doing this in small stages because there's been a bit of bending and stuff. But anyway, got to the point now where I've adjusted the in and out. Well, I've got the cut out point slightly higher. Cut in is still a little bit low. I've got to check that again. So from the outlet there, what I've got, let me come down a bit. Now this is a lash up. Several things are a lash up. Now if I put this in, hang on, oh, can't do that one-handed. I've got a sort of modified double ender here, mainly because I didn't want to change this end. This is temporary. Well, a lot of things are temporary and then they become permanent. This is so I can take a feed from here to another tank. I'll take you over there and show you what I've been doing. Oh, there's my phone. Right, from the old compressor which we've been working on, I've got a line now that comes down. It's a bit long, but that can go into there to fill this tank as well. But what has been the case for some time, in fact let me explain, this tank is a harbour freight, and I've removed the compressor and motor from it because the compressor and motor were crap. At least the motor was crap. I got fed up trying to get the thing to run, so I redid this. So I've got an inlet here which is where the compressor fed, and for some while I've had this paralleled to the old Campbell Hausfeld. Everything's jury rigged, at least it probably appears so to anybody who's got a nice tidy shop. At the moment that tank is up to 120. This one is it's not quite up to 120, 110. But the thing is, I want the ability now to increase my reservoir capacity. So the Champion, which has I don't know what the tank is actually, 45, 50 gallon, this is 21 gallon. So if I need a lot of air, like for the bead blasting, if I put this one into here, I've got this in parallel with the Champion, and then take my output from there to whatever I'm using. In the meantime, if I'm not using anything very major, just using the air gun on the lathe and small air tools, I'll just use this combo as it is at the moment. But the Champion should be very useful for getting more CFMs out of it, even though I'm only on 1/4 inch fittings. 3/8 would be good, but I'm stuck on 1/4.